Hey, what's up everybody? Today I'm going to be showing you how to change the brakes on a 2014 Toyota RAV4. So you're going to need a C-clamp, a 14 millimeter wrench, a 13/16 socket or T-bar, and you're going to need a jack and a jack stand. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is take the lug nuts off of the vehicle so that you can take your tire off. So this is where you're going to use your 13/16 socket or T-bar in order to perform this procedure. Once you break the lug nuts loose, jack the vehicle up and then continue taking off the tire. If you have access to an impact, this is where the impact would come in handy, taking off these lugs. Once the lugs have been removed, remove the tire and locate the two 14 millimeter bolts that hold the piston to the caliper. They can be found one at the top, one at the bottom as shown in the video. Use either an open end wrench or a 14 millimeter socket to perform this action. Once the bolts are removed, remove the piston from the caliper. After the piston has been removed from the caliper, pull the old brake pads off. There are two brake pads. There's one on the front side and one on the back side. Make sure you replace both of them. Provided with the new brakes will be new hardware. The hardware is designed to clip onto the brake pads to give you a screeching sound when the brakes need to be changed. This screeching sound simply notifies the driver that it's time for the brake pads to be replaced again. Always remember to install new hardware when given the opportunity. Here in the video, you see the squealer actually sits just on the edge of the brake pad. Yours may be slightly different depending on the brand of brakes, and you might have to use something to make sure that you ensure it's on all the way. Once the clip is installed, push the brake pad back in its position. Remove the back brake pad and do the same procedure by installing the squealer and then reinstalling the brake in its original position. After the squealer is reinstalled, reinstall the brake pad back into the caliper. Once both brake pads are secured back into the caliper bracket, it should look like this. Now, take your C-clamp and attach it to the caliper. Once the C-clamp is attached to the caliper, crank the C-clamp down slowly to close the piston back inside of the caliper. As you close the C-clamp, the piston will go back inside of the caliper itself. If your brakes were very worn, you may have had to add brake fluid to your brake system. In the event that you added extra brake fluid, there will be too much brake fluid to go back into the system and it may overflow. Always remember to keep an eye on your brake fluid level while pushing the piston back inside of the caliper. Once the piston is pushed back inside of the caliper, reattach the caliper to the caliper bracket. Locate your 14 millimeter bolts and reinstall them back into their proper place. Remember, there is one at the top and one on the bottom. Using the 14 millimeter wrench, retighten the caliper mounting bolts. Once these bolts are tightened, you're ready to reinstall the tire. Align the studs with the holes provided in the tire itself. After you've lined those up, the studs will come through the holes and you will reattach the lugs. Using your impact or T-bar, tighten your lug nuts to spec. Once the lug nuts are fully secured, reinstall your hubcap to the rim. This procedure is the same for both the right and the left front side of the vehicle. What's up, YouTube? It's Bullseye8231. I hope this video was helpful for you. Please subscribe to my channel, comment with any questions, like the video. The person featured in the video is One Beastly Dude. I'll post a link below. Check out his channel. He's got some pretty informational, awesome videos on there. Thanks for watching.